and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, community health centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
My name is Sarah Lowe, and I have been in law enforcement in Fremont County for 13 years. I didn't know much about therapy in general until I got injured in October of 20 chasing a cow. So I had to get shoulder surgery. And after my surgery with Fremont Orthopedics, I went to Fremont Therapy. And they were really excited to see you. So it was a really warm, welcoming experience. We tried all sorts of different methods to increase and make sure I had the best mobility for my job. Rachel's a firecracker. She's just a little spitfire. It was fantastic, a great environment to go and have your therapy.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
It's Physical Therapy Month.
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 It's Physical Therapy Month. October is National Physical Therapy Month, and here at Teton Therapy, we are celebrating all month long. In our Lander and Riverton clinics, we're hosting special events, celebrations, and great giveaways for our patients, past, present, and future. Check us out at Teton Therapy PC on Facebook for more details.
Whatever. I like April better.
Well, good evening, sports fans. Lander Tiger football is on the air tonight from Wolverines Stadium in Riverton. We have the big county matchup between the Wolverines and the visiting Lander Tigers, and this is the homecoming game for the Riverton Wolverines, so we'll have a lot of halftime activities going on today. We've got the start of a very, very good crowd here at Wolverine Stadium. A lot of folks coming over from Lander. So, and of course, the Riverton stands are going to be full tonight. If, in case you're interested, this is head coach Troy Anderson of the Riverton Wolverines' third year, and his overall record is 6-17. In the last 5 games between these two teams, Lander has won 4 and lost 1, and in the last 10 games between these two teams, it's tied at 5-5. The last Riverton win was in 2017 at 30-27. So Ernie Over along with Sean O'Brate here at Wolverine Stadium. And Sean, this is looking to be another exciting football game.
Oh, and it's going to be even better because, Riverton just came off that win, that first win of their season. They're feeling good. Coach Anderson and I talked before the game. He said the kids have been really positive all week with the homecoming events and coming off a fresh win. It's going to be interesting to see which Wolverines come out and play this game early.
And, of course, the Lander Tigers had a heartbreaking loss last week at home against the Buffalo Bison. Sean, the Tigers had 3 fumbles in the first half that they lost.
It killed them.
And those resulted in scores for Buffalo. And Buffalo only won the game by 8 points. And Lander should have done much better. I talked to Coach John Scott about that, and we'll be hearing his comments after we go and listen to a word from our sponsors. You're listening to Lander Tiger Football on YO Today, YouTube, and KFCW.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
Wyo Glass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Wyo Glass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyo Glass is Lander.
And now we will feature that interview with Lander head football coach John Scott.
Well, we're with Coach John Scott of the Lander Valley Tigers on our pregame show. And, Coach, this is the big one on the calendar every year, Lander Valley versus Riverton.
Yeah, that's what they tell me. You know, it's kind of a rival weekend for a lot of schools in Wyoming. And so, here we go for, I guess, bragging rights, right, for about a year?
Absolutely, yeah, and Lander's had the advantage lately.
Well, you know, we've come out on top, but you know, if you go back and look, everything, I don't think it's probably been a separation of more than score here or there, and a lot of momentum changes, games and nail biters, so a little bit of everything.
Well, how was the team reacting after that tough loss last week to Buffalo when you had 4 turnovers?
Well, we kind of had that night to react to that moment from the point of Monday's practice. We've just tried to strive for a more concentrated effort, of moving forward with the idea of that we're in control, of some things. Of 3 turnovers in the first quarter, 4 for the game has been uncharacteristic of us, and get back and let's get a refocus. I think that with the fact that it is a rival game, and I think we've got a good week of trying to get things back, on track, and it's not a lot of physical things we could do. It's just
Okay, apparently we lost that interview with Coach John Scott. He went on to say that the Tigers are going to be ready. They put that Buffalo loss behind them, and they're ready to take on their cross-county rivalries here. The Tigers know that Riverton has a good passing game, and we're watching the toss of the coin now, and Riverton has won the toss, and let's see what they're going to do. Lander is deciding now which side of the field they're going to defend. I believe Riverton has deferred, but let's wait for the official signal. The Wolverines have won the toss, and they're going to take the football. Okay, so Riverton's going to take the football first, and they will defend the south goal. Lander will kick off. So Lander will get the ball to start the second half. As I was saying, Coach John Scout was saying, they're looking forward to this. The team is in good shape. He reported the young man who was injured last week in Buffalo and who was taken off the field in an ambulance. Most of that was done for protocol purposes. He ended up with a headache and a shoulder injury, and Coach said he'll be on the sidelines wearing a sling and his uniform, but it was not as serious as it looked on the field, Sean.
Oh, and it definitely looks serious, so that's just great news. And we were up all night trying to make sure that we got the first word out of the hospital from anyone that would tell us, and just really happy he's okay, because that did look scary last week. And I noticed that they have an ambulance on call right here behind us.
Yep.
After that day, I would imagine that Lander's AD and school maybe got a lot of phone calls. But we got an ambulance here today. God forbid we don't need it.
Yeah, exactly. We don't like to see that. The Lander Tigers come into this game and with a pretty potent offense. The Tigers, where'd my can you grab that sheet down there, I think? Yeah, here we go. Lander comes into this game with pretty good offensive possession. Matisse Weaver is one of the top punters and kickers in the state of Wyoming. And when you look at the overall rushing statistics, we've got Jack Pasquinelli in the top 10 in the state, averaging 72 yards a game. In the passing department, Brenton Stauffenberg is also in the top 10 in the state, averaging 170 yards a game. And the opponent today, Derek DeVries of Riverton, also in the top 10, but he's averaging only 57.4 yards a game. Riverton depends on that running game.
Oh, definitely. And Derek DeVries is known as a dual-threat quarterback in the locker room. He can run it. He can sling it. He's pretty accurate, especially within 30 yards. He likes to toss the long ball maybe once or twice a game. So Lander needs to beware. He can use his feet and his arms.
Yeah, he certainly does. The Matisse Weaver is the state's top punter. He comes in averaging, at 44 yards a punt. And on kickoffs, he's also the state's leader, averaging just under 60 points or 60 yards a kickoff. Part of the homecoming activities here at 5:45, and we can see it coming in behind us. We have a Classic Air medical helicopter that's going to be delivering the football for this game, which is going to be kind of a special thing. They do this every once in a while. The helicopter is now circling Wolverine Field here in Riverton, and it's going to land smack dab down in the middle of that R and deliver today's game football. So it is special, Sean, that we have a special opening to the homecoming game, and of course the big rivalry between Lander and Riverton.
And as someone, I went to a lot of high school football games in my day. I don't ever remember a helicopter landing on our football field. Yeah. Granted, I'm from Kansas, so I don't know if we have that much need for one, let's just say.
Well, in the race, in the all-time record between these two teams, the Riverton Wolverines have the advantage. They have won 54 games. Lander has won 49, is 53 to 49, and there have been 6 ties. So Riverton has just a 4-game advantage on Lander, and Lander would like to close that gap a little bit. And we do have the Classic Air medical helicopter coming in. They're going to land right in the center of the field. They've cleared the field of all the players, and they do have a flag down in the corner, the Riverton Wolverines Let's Hammer flag. And here comes the Classic Air medical helicopter to deliver the game ball. That's really a wonderful sight here. We don't see a helicopter coming in that often. They've done it over in Lander a couple of times, and they've also done it here in Riverton. But the Classic Air medical helicopter is coming in, landing right on that middle 50-yard line, and we're going to have to wait for the rotors to stop before the football actually comes out. That's a great sight, isn't it, Sean?
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just texting my mom. I'm like, guess what's landing on our football field right now?
Yeah, the helicopter. And Of course, Classic Air Medical was the first air ambulance that we had here in Fremont County. They've been here quite a while now. Well, the rotor is slowly slowing down, and we'll be able to have that football delivered here in just a few moments. I wanted to talk just a little bit. We're sitting outside today, so I've got everything on clipboards. Well, there's the door is opening.
You're
now.
more organized than I am.
The door is opening, and they've got the game football, and here it's being delivered. So the person making the delivery is Matt Guthrie from Classic Air Medical. He's coming over to the sideline and is going to give the ball to the homecoming king and queen here in Riverton. He holds the ball up in the air. He kneels down on the carpet and hands the ball off. Thank you very much. The crowd is very appreciative here, and he's going to go back to the helicopter and then get out of here. Well, the Riverton Wolverines have their cardinal red uniforms on with black pants, and of course they've got the black helmet with the Wolverine R on the front. Lander Valley Tigers are here in their white uniforms with green letters and their black helmets with the green LT on the helmet.
Those are some fresh helmets there. I like that.
Yeah, those are cool. As we see, the helicopter is ramping up now, gaining a little more speed, and they're going to be lifting off from the field here at Wolverine Field. We're going to watch this because this doesn't happen every day.
No, and I've been close to helicopters before, but never really this close when they're on.
Yeah, and they're gaining the rotor speed that they need to lift off, and there they go, the helicopter lifting off, and the crowd applauding here. You can't hear it over the noise of the rotor, but there they go. Our thanks to Richard Larson, who gave us a little preview of what was going to happen today, and of course they run the air system up there at Riverton at Central Wyoming Regional Airport. Well, looking at the comparison between these two schools, Sean, the Riverton High School has 748 high school students, and that figure was just updated Monday or Tuesday at the Riverton School Board meeting. Lander has 559 students. So Riverton has more students in the high school than Lander. The Lander town population is 7,500. Riverton is 10.6, 10,682. Lander has the highest high school, though. Lander Valley High School is at 5,358 feet. Riverton High School is at 4,951 feet. And we'll be back with more of our pregame right after we listen to our sponsors.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Back again at Wolverines Stadium before this tip-off, before the Lander Valley Tigers meet the homestanding Riverton Wolverines in this homecoming game for Riverton. Last season, if you remember, Riverton lost to Lander 7-17. Lander has won the last 4 games in this contest. The last Riverton win was in 2017, by a score of 30-27. And the Wolverines coming out on the field with their flag. They've got a hammer flag that they bring out, Sean.
Yeah, I called the first 4 games. I called the first 4 games for Riverton, and this is something they really like to do. It gets them all riled up. It's something you've seen a lot of big quarterbacks and big teams do. Remember when Baker Mayfield used to bring out the hammer flag at Oklahoma? And I like to see this. This is something that gets them riled up.
Yeah, well, I tell you, it doesn't take much to get this rivalry going. The Riverton cheerleaders formed a little column there for the team to run through, and now the team has put their flag right behind their bench here in Riverton. This year, Riverton has 1 win and 4 losses. They defeated Rollins 14-6 last week, but they lost to Powell 50-13, to Cody 49-0, and to Evanston 34-7. And then Star Valley 2 weeks ago defeated the Wolverines 59-19. Lander is 2-2. They have wins over Green River 44-16 and Evanston 24-14, and they have losses to Powell 10-7 up on the road in Powell, and to Buffalo last week 29-21.
Yeah, and I know this game's about to kick off. I'm just excited to see about that 10-year mark, how they're tied 5-5. I mean, that's a big bragging right heading into next year. If you can at least take the majority of the games over 10 seasons, that's pretty interesting.
Well, we're going to go to our Sutherland's starting lineup here tonight for the Lander Tigers, and they're going to go in the backfield with quarterback Brennan Stauffenberg. The split end is going to be Joel Beaver. Flanker is Stevenson. Of course, the quarterback is Brennan Stauffenberg. The R-back is Jack Pascalini. The H-back is Weaver, Matisse Weaver, and the A-back is Gabe Harris. On the front line, the left tackle is Phillips, the left guard Hamilton, the center is Glick, the right guard is Cabrales, and the right tackle is Romer. So that's the starting lineup for the Lander Tigers, and we do have the starting lineup here for the Riverton Wolverines. And let's see, where is it? I've got it right here on the phone.
There you go.
And here it is. Okay, the quarterback, as you know, let's see, how do they do this differently than Lander? Their ex-back is Cade Gabrielson. Then they'll have Nick McIntosh, Ty Sheets on one of the ends, Dominic Payne in the backfield, Braden Vincent in the backfield, and Derek DeVries is the quarterback. On the line, the left tackle is Gordon. The left guard is Prosser. The center is Mills. The right guard is Cox. And the right tackle, Garcia. And the tight end is Branson Saltzgaver. So those are the starting lineups brought to you by Sutherland's, Fremont County's Home Improvement Center here in Riverton.
Yes, we are going to be coming back here shortly. We have 1 minute and 45 minutes left till kickoff. So here's a word from our sponsors.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Heading south, down the road in a gold Cadillac, coupe to fill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey. Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Well, we're just seconds away from the start of this homecoming game here tonight in Riverton. The Lander Tigers are the visiting team. As I mentioned earlier, they're in their white uniforms with green lettering and numbers, black helmets with the green LT on the helmet. Riverton in the cardinal red uniforms trimmed in black. Their numbers are black, trimmed in white. They have white pants on tonight, black helmets with the Wolverine claw through the R. And Matisse Weaver is set to kick off, and he'll have the wind with him, Sean.
Yes, he will, and the wind's coming from left to right on your radio dial. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if that affects any kicks, if they have to come into the wind. Oh, my gosh, sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, Weaver has gotten the whistle. The Tigers have their hands up in the air. Now slap the pad. Here's the approach and the kick, and this one will not be returned. And this one
almost a field goal.
Almost a field goal. So the Riverton Wolverines will take over 1st and 10, and they will be at their own 20-yard line. So here we go, the big rivalry game, the 2-2 Tigers against the 1-4 Riverton Wolverines. Riverton starting at their own 20-yard line. Derek DeVries is the quarterback. He is a junior. And another good year coming out of Derek after this season, Sean.
Yeah, they went from Nate Hutchinson, his baseball teammate at the Raiders, to Derek DeVries when Nate Hutchinson decided to choose baseball. And I think they're happy with the production he's gotten. He's got a lot of raw talent. He just needs to find ways to use it.
There's the handoff, goes on the near side to Ty Sheets. Sheets finds a little bit of running room on the other side, picks up a good chunky yardage, about 6 yards, and he's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. So that'll be a 6-yard gain by Ty Sheets on the first offensive play of the game.
And Ty Sheets is just a dog. He knows how to get around edges really fast. He's really good with his hands. He doesn't drop the ball very often. He has a pick 6 already this year and another 2 interceptions, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, 4 interceptions total. He's got hands.
Twin receivers on the left-hand side. Running play right up the middle. Doesn't go anywhere. Maybe a yard on the play. And that was, a yard. They'll put him up at the 27-yard line. So 1 yard on that play by the Wolverine. Was that Vincent who was carrying that ball?
No, that was Dominic Payne.
Oh, that was Dominic Payne. Okay, we got 1 yard there. Okay, it is a big third down play now. Third down, they need about 2.5, 3 yards to go. DeVries back to pass, throws it, caught, first down. Nice reception, and coming away with that basketball,
Nick
I
McIntosh.
think, was McIntosh, yeah. So McIntosh, and the first pass from DeVries is good. It moves all the way down to the 42-yard line, so that is a 15-yard gain by DeVries and the catch by McIntosh. First down and 10 Riverton, hash mark on the far side. Wolverines come out now. They've got the same look. one receiver on each side, one man in the slot, one man with DeVries, now man in motion, and the pitch comes to the man in motion, and he is caught, gains about 3 or 4 yards on the play, and that is 88.
It's Nathan Hutchinson.
Nathan Hutchison gets that play. So Hutchison on the kind of like the end around over there, and he gets 3 yards on the play.
And so I've called the first 4 games of Riverton. I'm going to let you know they like to run a lot of those jet sweeps. If they get one to work, they like to use it again and again and again.
In the pistol formation now, DeVries underneath center, hands off to the first man through. Oh, big gain on the play, but a nice stop there. Coming up for the Tigers was Rope Glick, who made the stop. Gain is going to be on about those Riverton numbers are really hard for me to see.
That was Braden Vincent. I got you.
That was Vincent. Okay.
And Vincent's the one that had the 2 touchdowns last week, the only 2 scores of the game, and Riverton's only win.
Okay, so, yeah, they've got black numbers that are trimmed in white. Kind of hard for this old guy to see there. I might have to get my binoculars out. Same format, DeVries back to pass for the Wolverines. Big rush, and he's going to make the first down all by himself. And coming up and making the stop for the Tigers is Gabe Harris, but not before DeVries goes across the 50-yard line down inside Lander territory to the 43. So that is a nice gain of 10 yards on the play. DeVries' first run from scrimmage.
Yeah, he, like I said earlier in the game, and Troy Anderson repeats it every week when I talk to him, he is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback. He likes to run, but he's also got an arm you got to watch out for.
Hash mark on the near side. DeVries is in the gun. There's the snap. Back to pass. Passes over, and it's caught by Monroe. Monroe is not to the line to gain, but he's going to get a big gainer, probably about 8 yards on that play. It looks like it goes down to the 35-yard line, so that is a gain of 8 on the play, and DeVries right now is 2 for 2 in the passing department.
Very good start compared to the beginning of their season. I remember their first game and their second game when I called, they couldn't get their first series past the first down marker. So this is a big improvement from the beginning of the season.
Well, and that's why they wanted to try to receive the football to start. They want to get on the board first and put Lander in a hole. Back to pass.
Oh, wow.
Big rush. He escapes the pass. He's on his foot. Now Gabe Harris gets him, but it'll be close to a first down.
Oh, I think that's a first down. Yeah, they're putting it at the
29. Oh, yeah, it's at the 29-yard line. So that'll be a nice first down, a gain of 6 yards on the play by DeVries. He already has 16 yards on 2 carries. So first down and 10.
If you're listening to us on KFCW, you're not watching on YouTube, he was dead to rights, Derek DeVries. He was dead to rights in the backfield with 2 Tigers on him, and he slipped right through him and got a 10-yard gain almost.
Back in the gun, receivers twins on the right. There's the handoff, goes straight up the middle to Vincent. Vincent gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they place the ball. Coming up on the tackle for the Tigers was Caleb Hamilton. So no gain on the play. It's going to stay at the 29-yard line. So no gain on that play.
And that's what the Lander defense has been kind of hoping for. They want to make sure that they get him in some second and third and long situations. Right now, 2nd and 9, they're a lot happier than that. 2nd and 4 earlier, so.
All right, second down, 9 yards to go, 7:45 to go. First period, no score on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Same offensive set for the Wolverines. DeVries back to pass. He's rushed, throws, incomplete, and we have a flag. And I think we had even Stephenson might have gotten there a little bit early. So we have a flag on the play, and it's going to be pass interference. There was no doubt about that one, Sean.
Yeah, there was a lot of white jerseys touching him and tugging him, and that did not look very clean if you're the defense there.
So the Tigers are on their heels here, and the pass is incomplete, but there was pass interference on the play by the Tigers, and they're going to march that off. And the officials taking their time out there. Now they're going back to the line of scrimmage, and they'll mark off the play. Here comes the call. Pass interference against Lander, and it goes against Evan Stevenson.
Big surprise on the Lander there.
Yeah.
Stevenson, though, he has been playing pretty mistake-free football all season, so surprising to see him here.
And it goes down inside the 15-yard line down to the 14-yard line on the 15-yard penalty. And so Riverton will have the ball in great field position. There's the snap. DeVries rolls to his right side. He's going to keep running. He skips down the sideline and runs out of bounds close to that first down marker. And they're marking him out of bounds at the 5, I believe. Yep. No, it's at the 6-yard line. So that was a gain on the play of 8 yards by DeVries, and he's already picked up 24 yards on 3 carries.
He's got those legs. He's got happy feet when he's in the pocket and he's getting collapsed on. And next thing you know, those happy feet turn into long strides that he's getting a lot of yards with.
2 receivers wide to the right side, 1 to the left side. A man in the slot, back to pass into the end zone. Touchdown, Riverton. And let's see, who was that grabbed that football?
I believe that was 88.
88, so that was Nathan Hutchison, TD. So that was a great drive by Riverton. Let's see, they did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-play drive.
That was a great drive for Riverton.
7:22, and it was a pass, DeVries to Hutchison. Now the extra point attempt. The kick is up, and it is way off the mark. It's they call it good. Boy, that didn't look good from here, did it?
I don't know. I was looking at the camera, and I couldn't see it go through, but it did maybe squeak in the right there.
Yeah, so it's a Riverton 7, Lander nothing. We'll be right back.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine, Adina Vasco, and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Well, that was a 12-play, 80-yard drive by the Wolverines, topped off with that 6-yard pass from DeVries to Hutchison on the Riverton Wolverines' first drive of the season here on KFCW against the Lander Tigers. Now we know why Coach Troy Anderson wanted to get the football right off the bat.
Definitely. He has a lot more confidence in this team than maybe people have thought at the beginning of the season when they were looking so down. This team has just been built bigger and bigger and bigger every week.
Hunter Saltzgaver with the kick into the wind, and it goes out of bounds.
Way out of bounds.
So Lander will get the ball at the 35-yard line. Not bad field position as Saltzgaver kicked that into the wind. And the wind is blowing from the northeast, and the ball just skirted out of bounds.
Yeah, and this is going to be something that they're going to have to deal with all day. This wind is only going to get worse from what the weather report looks like.
And we're starting to get long shadows now on the field here at Wolverine Stadium. The lights are on. Nice turnout of fans from Lander across the way, and the Riverton side is just about full. So nice turnout for this county rivalry game. Brennan Stauffenberg is the quarterback for Lander. He's in the gun. He's got receivers on each side. Now they're getting the plays being called by Stauffenberg, and we have a pause in the action here. The officials chat with each other. Okay, now there's the hand signal to start the play clock. One man in the backfield is Pasquinelli with Stauffenberg. Back to pass. Stauffenberg, long pass down court to Stevenson, and it's way too long. Boy, the wind caught that one.
I was about to say, what did we just say? The wind is going to be affecting the kicks. They're going to be affecting passes. I mean, this is not a game that you want to just take risks like that unless you're absolutely positive the reward is worth it.
Boy, I tell you, Stevenson had 2 yards on his defender, but that ball went 10 yards out of bounds.
Definitely.
That wind really caught it.
It even caught your clipboards here.
It did, yeah. Got a hold of them now. Second down, 10 yards to go. Everyone's in tight for the Lander Tigers. Stauffenberg in the gun. There's the snap,
Low
snap. He picks it off the ground, rolls to his left side. There's a flag, and I think we've got holding in the background, in the backfield for the Lander Tigers. That's usually where that flag in the backfield means.
Definitely, and he was a little bit too pretty with the try and fake pump on the run and then switch it into a pitch. It just didn't look clean from the get-go and looked a little fancy at the end.
Okay, let's see. The official is picking the flag up and marking it down at the 34-yard line, holding against the Tigers. First penalty of the game against Lander, and this will move them back 10 yards, so they'll go down to the 25-yard line unless Riverton declines. And they're not going to decline. They're going to take it back from the point of the down to the 23-yard line. So it was a spot foul from the 23-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will have it. Now second down and 22 yards to go for Lander. Receivers wide on each side, one man in the slot in the pistol formation with Brandenburg under center and Pasquinelli behind him as the tailback. Here's the snap, goes to Pasquinelli. He's caught right away. Boy, Riverton had that one snuffed out. And in on the tackle that time was Cade Gabrielson. He led the charge.
That was Braden Vincent.
Was that Braden Vincent?
Yeah. 3 and 5 look very similar from up here, folks.
And the loss is going to be back to the 20-yard line, a loss of 3 on the play. So Pasquinelli loses 3 yards on the play, and it will be second down now, and or third down rather, and 25 yards to go.
We don't typically see Pasquinelli lose yards like that.
No, we certainly don't. Riverton is ready for this game. Let me tell you what, folks. Stauffenberg in the gun, Pasquinelli to his right, back to pass to Stauffenberg, and he is caught from behind the line and smothered. A big sack all the way back at about the 16-yard line. So that's going to be a 4-yard loss. And Vincent gets it and pass. And this time the quarterback Stauffenberg loses 4 yards on the play. So
he just lost 6 yards in the last 2 plays.
Yeah, Lander has 2 running plays, and they are back. Well, let's see. Where is it at? It's at
4th and 28. 4th and a country mile.
28. Okay, so it's back at the 17-yard line. Okay, here we go. Matisse Weaver back to punt. And for the Wolverines, we have their punt receiver back at the 37-yard line.
The wind is at the back of Lander, so look for this punt to go like a mile.
And we have a whistle on the play. And we have delay a game against the Tigers. That's going to push them back even further. So that is the second penalty on this. It's going to go back to the 11-yard line on the penalty. And then we'll have the punt. Boy, the wind is really picking up here.
Yeah, we need to find a new place
this afternoon. Yeah,
there we go.
Put that something like that in there. Yeah. Okay. Weaver from the end zone. There's the punt. It goes straight up in the air, comes down, and there's the catch. Gabrielson at the 47-yard line.
That's Ty Sheets.
Oh, is that Ty Sheets? Yeah, sorry. Ty Sheets, those numbers, I can hardly read those numbers. Those are terrible numbers.
Let me help you out. Maybe whenever the catch is made, I'll yell out their number. Number 2 is Ty Sheets. Number 5 is Cade Gabrielson. And number 3 is Braden Vincent. And let me tell you about Vincent. He was the MVP last week, not only because he hauled in the first touchdown and ran in the second one, but he plays spectacular defense. He can get behind the line. He can go with almost any wide receiver in coverage. He's kind of a do-it-all kind of kid. So the Tigers need to watch out for him.
So Riverton has got the ball, 1st and 10 at the Lander 48-yard line. Here's DeVries. He gets caught this time. Nowhere to go, and maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. And we have a whistle and a flag on the play. Flag is at the 48-yard line. And let's see what the call is going to be. And Riverton's backing up, so I'm guessing this one might be a penalty against the Wolverines. They're all the way back to the 35-yard line. Chop block is the call against Riverton. So with 5:13 to go in the first period, Riverton 7, Lander 0. Now the penalties are going to start to add up. Lander undoubtedly will take this penalty. The ball was at their own 48-yard line. The play ended at the 49, so there's a loss of 1 yard on the play by DeVries, and then the penalty. And they're going to mark this off all the way down to the 34-yard line. So on the penalty, it goes across the 50 back to the 34-yard line on the penalty, and it'll be first down and 25.
That's not how the Wolverines wanted to start this drive, especially after how successful the last one was.
DeVries in the gun, and they've got one man in the backfield. DeVries back to pass, caught at the 40-yard line, escapes one tackle but not the other. Coming up for the Tigers is Caleb Hamilton to make another stop. McIntosh is the player. He has his second catch, and it goes from the 34 to the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 11 yards on the play.
And if you've been watching any Riverton football all year, no matter how good Braden Vincent was last week, Derek DeVries, his favorite target is Nick McIntosh. I think he's got the most touchdown catches by him. He's got the most yards. He is one of those players that Derek DeVries can look at and he feels comfortable with no matter how he's covered, whether it's man, zone, double, doesn't matter.
Second down, 17 yards to go. Twin receivers on the left, single receiver, now two men in motion. Now just one man in motion is Ty Sheets. He stops and sets. DeVries back to pass. Big rush. There's the pass to Sheets.
What a hit.
And he is nailed immediately by Pasquinelli. It'll be a short gain on the play of about 4 yards to the 49-yard line. So 4-yard gain on the pass play. And so far, Sean DeVries is 100% on the passing. He is 4 for 4.
Wow, yeah, and Derek, especially at the beginning of the season, I mean, it looked like he was just going to be a running quarterback through and through. So the development of his arm just in the first 5 games is spectacular.
3:46 to go, first period, 7-0. Riverton on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Back to passes, DeVries in the center, juggled and dropped.
Oof.
Boy, that was a good pass. It was right on the mark to Sheets, I believe. Is that number 2?
No, that was number 7 there.
Number 7.
It was Monroe, yeah.
That was Monroe. He's
hit
him right
himself
in the
again,
hands.
too.
Yeah,
hit him in the hands, but then Brennan Stauffenberg actually knocked him way down, put his head in the dirt, and I don't think anyone could have caught that ball.
Okay, here comes
or
the
held
punt
onto it.
From Saltzgaber. Saltzgaber is back at his own 36-yard line. Gabe Harris back for the Lander Tigers for the punt. 3:35 to go, first period of play. Taking quite a bit of time, and the ball bounces on the ground, almost blocked. There's a nice punt. It goes out of bounds again. So the second time Saltzgaber's kicked it out of bounds, and they're going to say it went out where? The officials are marching up the field right now. They're past the 25. They're at the 29-yard line. So that's where Lander will take over. First down, 10 yards to go at the 29-yard line, trailing the Riverton Wolverines 7-0. 3.5 minutes to go, first period.
And this is where Lander needs to maybe get their run game going. They got it going pretty well last week in the game where they were fumbling. They did have some issues with the ball, obviously, but they can get the running game going pretty fast.
Beaver out wide to the left. Stevenson wide to the right. Hand off to Pasquinelli. He's got a little bit of running room on the side. Picks up about 5-6 yards to the 35-yard line. They're going to mark him right on the 35. So that's a gain of 6 yards for Jack Pasquinelli. And he now has 3 total yards in the game. He was caught behind the line the first time. Nice run by the Tigers.
Definitely, and that's what I'm trying to say. If they can get this running game going with Pasquinelli, with Matisse, even Brennan with his legs, this Lander team can open up the backfield the secondary of the Wolverines.
Pasquinelli now to the left of Brennan Stauffenberg. Low snap, back to pass. He's caught, gets away, rolls to his left side, throws down the field. It is caught. Or no, is it
he
dropped?
It.
It was dropped
Very
back at
close,
the 45.
though.
So it's an incomplete pass. And it will be third down and about 4 yards to go. Big rush on that play by the Tigers. 2:41 to go, first period, 7-0 Lander.
We've got lightning rolling in here.
Yeah, well, we don't want to see that. especially with us sitting outside.
Yeah, with a little magnetic pole here with the camera.
Really. Okay, so it is 3rd down and 4 for the Tigers. Let's see what Coach John Scott has called up here. Everyone is in tight for the Tigers. There's the snap. It's going to be a run by Brandenburg. He's got the first down and more on the far sideline. He's going to be out of bounds right past the line to gain at the 40-yard line. So it'll be a 5-yard gain by the quarterback and a first down for the Tigers.
And this running game is going to have to work if they want it to make this a game. I told you, the Lightning, as soon as you see it, you got to call time.
So we're going to have a lightning delay here, and that's how long? 15 minutes?
Let's see here.
I think.
I'm going to have to go get some trash bags to cover this up.
Okay. So we've got a lightning delay here, and we'll be back to Wolverines Stadium right after this.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
My name is Sarah Lowe, and I have been in law enforcement in Fremont County for 13 years. I didn't know much about therapy in general until I got injured in October of 20 chasing a cow. So I had to get shoulder surgery. And after my surgery with Fremont Orthopedics, I went to Fremont Therapy. And they were really excited to see you. So it was a really warm, welcoming experience. We tried all sorts of different methods to increase and make sure I had the best mobility for my job. Rachel's a firecracker. She's just a little spitfire. It was fantastic, a great environment to go and have your therapy.
Okay, Ernie Over and Sean O'Brate back. We have had 3 lightning strikes off in the distance over by Beaver Rim, and the officials have called a delay. Each time we have a lightning strike, there's another 15 minutes tagged on to the delay, and right now we're at a half an hour delay. So we are going to send this back to the studio. We don't want to put you in a position to listen to 30 minutes of advertising from our sports club sponsor, and I know they'll appreciate it. We're going to send it back to the studio right now, and we're going to keep the live stream going. We might have to take our equipment down. I'm not really sure at this point. But if you're listening on KFCW 93.9, we're going to go back to the studio and have some music. We have 3 bolts of lightning that have been spotted just to the south. And we will be back when the game is going to resume. A lightning delay here at Riverton this afternoon. Ernie Over and Shauna Bright, we're going to send it back to KFCW, and the live stream, we're going to decide what to do with our equipment. We'll be back when the game starts up again.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
It's Physical Therapy Month.
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 It's Physical Therapy Month. October is National Physical Therapy Month, and here at Teton Therapy, we are celebrating all month long. In our Lander and Riverton clinics, we're hosting special events, celebrations, and great giveaways for our patients, past, present, and future. Check us out at Teton Therapy PC on Facebook for more details.
Whatever. I like April better.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
Wild Glass wants to wish all the